Hello, Sunday's May 31st. Taking a look at my 91 32 Fountain Fever. Want to show some of the details of it. It's sitting on a 2005 stroll-on trailer. I purchased brand new when I bought the boat in 2005. I added an RC30 remote control winch. I have the remote control in the truck. Makes it nice for loading and unloading. I also have a custom-made winch bracket that I welded up. The other one was just kind of weak. Trailer has four-wheel surge brakes. Work fine. About 2 years ago, I put new rotors, pads, rebuilt the bearings. The boat itself was custom painted by Mac the Knife. I'm going to try to give you some close-ups here so you can see in detail. It's very colorful. Even the registration has been painted on, which will come right off with some oven cleaner. And then they paint new registration numbers on. Anybody could do that. I had to have it done with a sign company when I bought the boat. Put my registration numbers on. As you can see, I just rinsed off the boat, but we're fighting rainstorms here, so I didn't dry it and fully detail it. But as you can see, the shine has not been waxed this year or last year. There's almost no defects in the paint. Very, very minor, if any. Stuff like this little nick. No big deal. It's not through the gel. Just took off the color. The trailers, you can see tires are about 2 years old. Plenty of tread life left on them. No dry rot. Got two water dumps out the side here. One is for the bilge. The 1 inch is for the high pressure water relief valves from Merck that I put on. Keep the water pressures from blowing head gaskets, intake gaskets when you're running fast. It's a little defect right here. I don't know what that was. I was there when I bought the boat. Looks like it may have been a little bit of dock rash or something. I just never even bothered fixing. Here's the drives, the transom. These are straight out pipes off the E-top headers. The transoms were brand new in 2005. They're HP transoms, so they're the heavy duty. As you can see on both sides, they were brand new. I bought them from Bullet Marine out in Arizona. I still have the receipts. Matter of fact, here's the Bullet top cap that they manufacture. This is their drive shower and support top cap. Drive shower hose comes down right onto the cavitation plate. The cavitation plate's drilled on both sides, so regardless on what rotation you want to run the drives, you could always have the showers just switched over very easily. These are 2007 XR or 2005 or 6, I'm not sure the exact year, drives. They're XRs. They do have hydromotive nose cones put on. All the bodywork was done and epoxy painted. 1.25" prop shafts. There's the aluminum bearing guide. The tabs, when I bought the boat, I took them, had them sandblasted, epoxy painted. I also replaced all of the hydraulic lines. Every hydraulic high pressure line on the boat has been replaced. Here's the other side. Pretty much same details throughout. Again, a little bit of stuff here and there. Kind of got a little nick. You know, again, this paint job's over 10 years old. Very well taken care of. This is the water drain from the sink inside. I have it plugged with silicone because on Lake George you are not allowed to dispose of any water over the side of the boat. So they make you silicone it shut so that you can't do it. Again, no big deal. I never used the sink. It didn't matter, so I just... a little bit more road rash. Again, no big deal. Again, back to the trailer. Tongue All the lights work. Everything's been in good shape. Here's the 1-inch again for this side engine for the water bypass. Okay, let me show you the props. Got 2 sets of custom labbed props. Pretty sure it was either Precision Propeller or BB Blades did them. These are the 30 pitch. I got the solid hub inserts in both 30s. Obviously you just knock them out and move them over to the 28s. These are the 28s. Always kept everything in pristine condition. No nicks. Blades all look perfect. Just need a little bit of cleaning. And again, these are the 28s. I do have drive locks and prop locks on the boat. So I have all the keys. Everything is here, plus a trailer lock. I just keep my prop wrench in there. Alright, so that all goes with the boat. 2 sets of props. As far as the covers, I had them out here because as soon as I pulled the boat out, we got hit with a major rainstorm. So I rinsed them and I got them out here drying. This is a cockpit cover. Still a little wet. It's in excellent condition. It's light gray. Basically snaps on, covers the windshield, covers the whole cockpit area. I got the little vent pole right there. Let the hot air out. Keep everything from molding up. It does only come with 1 pole. The pole you use the same for both covers. This is the full boat cover. That's the front. That's the back. I did do some repairs on this. The back of this was all frayed when I bought the boat. So I had our seamstress up the street cut it right through here. And he just sewed on the whole back, remade a whole new back to this cover because the front of it was in good shape. It does have all the reinforcements. It's right from Fountain. It's made for this boat, as is the other cover. But it is not perfect. It does need a little bit of work. I put in the description it's like a 6 out of 10. It's nothing major. It works perfect, but up at the beak, you're starting to get a little bit of wear, some little bit of holes. Got a little hole right there. This is where the top cleat comes through. The reinforcement material that sits around this was sewn in, came off. Like I said, the cover works perfect. It's good for dust and dirt and keeping the sun off of it. It is not 100%. It does have tie downs, so if you want to trailer it, put the tie downs on. It's got Velcro where all of the cleats come through, so you could even tie it down at the dock. It's a very nice cover. Could just use a little bit of work. It's got a drawstring that has broken on me a couple of times. I just added pieces on, no big deal, but a new drawstring could be put in real easy. So again, it's the 2 covers. Let me see if I can take you guys inside. I'll try to get a good shot of this. Here's the inside. The bow. It's hard to see because the sun's just coming out now and it's so bright. But you could see the interior is in almost perfect condition. It's not exactly perfect. You know, some of the lettering starting to fade a little bit, but I know you put some treatment on there. It shines right back up. The back seat has a little bit of seam separation starting right there. Other than that, I mean, the rest of everything else looks really good. Let me get inside here one sec. Okay, stepping in. Windshield's painted. Gives it that fairing effect. Got graphics up on the bow. Okay, got a GPS speedometer in this I just put in. That's the Gaffric GPS speedo. That was the antenna. There's the speedometer. There's the GPS recall for it. All the gauges, dash, everything was redone just before I bought the boat in 2005. I did all new switches. I also put on your master trim and tilt. So I have everything right here for bolt drives. As you can see, I could run bolt drives up or down. I also have another switch here for the trim tabs. And as you can see, the trim tabs are going up and down. That's nice when you're out in some rough water and you don't want to be taking your hand off the throttles to hit the individual buttons like Fountain set it up. So I really like this setup a lot better. Got a Gaffric steering wheel. You got a Pirate-Com 5-person intercom system. All the plugs are right here. You pull the cap off, plug in the headset unit. I got 1 on each side and 3 across the back. 1, 2, 3. Again, showing the back seats. The intercom system is a voice activated system. It is wired. It is not wireless. It was nice because the kids could sit in the back here, kind of hold on to the grab rails, and I could talk to them while we're driving without having to yell. It also keeps the noise out of your ears. It's just a nice all-around feature to have, especially when you're running with other boats for safety. As you can see, all the seat posts are anodized. The lay-in carpet is literally like brand new. I really don't think you're going to find a cleaner boat anywhere. Even the floor, you look at the floors, all the fiberglass is spotless. There's no gouges, there's no nicks. Speakers, I do not listen to the radio, so I never upgraded the speakers or the sound system at all. It's got a stock, I think, a Sony 4 speakers. It does make noise, that's about it. Got a little dash, glove box, not much in there, hairbrush and stuff. That all works nice. You got storage under the seats. All the seats are power, tilt, switches right here. So as you can see, they run right up into place. This way you can sit down, enjoy the ride, or stand up and absorb the shock. All the trim pumps on this boat have been rebuilt. All of them have new reservoirs, all new lines. Like I said, every inch of this boat has been gone through. I'll just show you over here, driver's side. Same thing. Up and down nice. No noise, no jitters, no nothing. Take it back down. You got a safety tether switch there. You got your cabin lights, compartment lights. Here's your hatch. What I did is I have a hatch actuator speed up thing on here. It makes the hatch go up and down nice and fast. I also put a slide mechanism on so that if for some reason the actuator does not work, you could always just grab the hatch and lift it. And I got it set up so I could lock it in place just to get that extra height if I need to get in there and work on something. The motors, they're 502s, standard bore, standard. It's got the original forged pistons, rods, crank. Everything has been replaced. There's all your trim pumps. All your interior lights here work, which is very odd for a Fountain. It's got a brand new oversized halon system. I put that in. It's fully charged. I don't know if you can see the green light there. These are the E-top headers. I got MSD boxes back there, 6,000 rev limiter chip in it, MSD ready to run distributors, wires, plugs are all new. Aftermarket fuel filter housing right there. These motors are 2 different years. This one on the right, or left if you're facing forward, is a 91, same as the boat. It's the original block. It is a Gen 4, so the fuel pump is located in the block. And the rumor has it that the gentleman who bought this boat brand new had this engine let go. The factory replaced it, but it was a 92. This is the Gen 5. The fuel pump is in the seat pump. Not a big deal. Most people don't even notice it. I put these, I think they're KRE Racemaster fuel pumps on there. They're billet aluminum. They're top of the line. They're like $450 a piece. I got remote fuel pressure gauges up in the front. Had these motors running the other day. Just for instance, if you look, pull the dipsticks on them. I don't know if you could see that, but that oil is like brand new. These motors have very little use on them, probably around 100, 150 hours, but they're very well maintained. I am ridiculous on maintenance. I rigged this whole boat myself. I wanted to clean up the engine compartment, so I took the shifter cable mechanisms and I replaced them and put them down on the stringers to get them off the motors. Changed all the cables, so it's all brand new cables throughout the whole boat. Just gives a nice clean look. All of the wiring is run underneath the motor. All the sensors, water pump bypass. I got a flush kit that I set up here. Basically what you got is you unscrew here, put your hose on. I got a valve underneath here. You open the valve, it injects the water right into the seawater intake on the pump, so you can flush the engines and run them. I got one on each side. Just got to make sure you shut that valve so you don't get no water backing up into the engine compartment. Not that it would, but as long as you got the cap on. Got 2 deep cycle marine batteries. The whole engine compartment has been epoxied. It's got a new hatch actuator, new cables, new wires, all the brackets, alternators. Power steering pump is newer. And when I say new, I'm saying within the last like maybe 7 years. But I don't use the boat much. So, you know, it may not be yesterday I bought it, but it's all within the last few years. The blowers all work. Like I said, we could look. Now you could hear the blowers running. Bilge pumps, left and right, clicking on and off. They are brand new. Love it, 900 gallon per hour bilge pumps. Down under there. I don't know if I can get you some detailed pictures. Maybe. I don't know what you can see under there. That's just the bilge. There's the depth finder. Total hours on this boat is 603.0. That's what it has on the total boat. I bought it with about 120 hours on this gauge. Sorry, zoomed in, hit the button there. Had 120 hours on this gauge. It now has 321 hours. So almost half the total life of this boat I have owned it. Seats, super bright white, clean, no tears, no spills. Armrest interior, the fountain logo. Like I said, you're not going to find cleaner. I hate to see it go. You know, this seat, like I said, a little bit of stuff on the top here. It's not the end of the world. Looks good. You do have storage under this seat. Okay, so under there, again, all nice and clean. No mildew, no mold. It's all carpet down in there. There's your backup engine. There's your light pole. On this side, got the anchor. Throw that in with the boat. You also have the original factory fountain jumper kit. That jumper kit would come out of there, plug in underneath the seat, just in case you had to jump start the batteries and or open the engine hatch because your batteries were dead. So all that is still here in the boat. Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to get into the cabin without shutting this off. Let me see what we got. I don't know if the light will pick up now. The carpet's like your original, I guess you would say like shag carpet. Let me get in here. Okay. You have your radio. switches for your lights. You do have a sink. I took the fresh water tank out of the boat. It was in the back by the engine compartment. It was just always in the way for me working on stuff, and I never use it, and I couldn't use it on Lake George anyway, so I took it out. I don't have it. There's storage under here. Right now, it's just all my rain gear. I got about 5 or 6 raincoats in there just in case. Been caught in the rain before, and I don't like it. Up top here, this is a cooler. This cooler drains down into the bilge, but in here right now, I got the windoways. I got 2 sets of windoways, which go with the boat. They bolt right onto the front windshield. Super nice because they block all the wind out of your face, puts it up over your head. This is the actual liner of the cooler. Again, all factory original. There are the 5 headsets. These are the Pirate Comms. Still in the original bags. Like I said, everything has very little use. Sorry about the camera work here. Just trying to work by myself. This is them. They're the same headsets that you would find on an airplane. They're padded, they're gel, super soft, super comfortable. They have volume on each headset. There's the plug, plugs right in. The only issue we had with these is a lot of times the noise of the wind will activate the headset and be loud. So a lot of times the kids, especially in the back seat, I would just have them flip the mic to the back of their head. I didn't need to hear what they were saying and talking to each other. I just wanted them to hear me for safety. They are adjustable, so the kids can run them right down or spread them for adults. Like I said, we got 5 headsets in here. You know, this kit, I think this was like $3,500, $4,000 installed. So it's a nice little add-on. Coming around to this side of the cabin, got a closet. Closet basically just has a first aid kit. Everything's nice and clean. No issues. Okay, and in the interior I have, it's hard to see in here because it's such tight quarters. I have pillows. There are no stains. The headliner has absolutely no stains whatsoever. There's no water damage. There's no water damage around the seal. It had always been, for the 10 years I've owned it, not technically stored indoors, but it's been stored in my boat port with a roof over it. The pillows all come with it. You can see the seats. Like I said, it's just really bad lighting in here. I am outside. You know, the carpet may look like it has dark spots and light spots, but it is. It's a shag. You know, as you can see, it depends on which way you move it. Storage under the middle compartment here. Get that out of the way. That is where the porta potty used to be. You open the little hatches. Porta potty fits right in there. You can utilize it. I had a rule on my boat. If you use the porta potty, you're more than welcome to. You just take it with you and buy me a new one because I'm not cleaning a porta potty. Nobody would use it, so I threw it out. There's the bed. Again, very clean. Got a mirror up in the front. This looks like it fell down here. This little curtain, it just snaps into the rail. I'll have to climb up there and do that. Again, the hatch, no leaks. If I could get out here, I'll turn on the cabin power. Let me climb right outside here. Let me get the windoways out of the way. The master cabin power is out here. Turn it on. You can hear the radio comes right on. Again, it's just noise. It's nothing special. Got rope lights that light up all the way around. All the rope lights work. Got rope lights up underneath here. Lights up the cabin real nice. There's a fluorescent up in the front, but I see it's not on that side. I don't know if it's a bulb or what it is. You got all your switches right here to turn your lights on and off. Your indirect lighting. And back over here you got cockpit lights. All the cockpit lights work. Hard to see in the day, but they light up underneath. They light up in the back. I don't know if you can see that or not. The engine compartment lights light up really nice. So you got one on that side, one on that side. I don't know what else. I think you got everything. You know, you got the indirect fuel pressure gauges here. I like to watch them. Oil pressures, water temp. Water temp, I do not run thermostats in the water. So the water temperature when you're running will run right about 110 degrees. It barely shows up on the gauge. Yeah, it starts at 100 right there. But most importantly is the oil temperatures. I have oil thermostats on the back of these motors. That's what all those hoses are. There's an HP4 oil filter on the back of them with a magnet on it to catch any kind of debris that might be in the oil filter. Those thermostats will let the oil come up to temperature before it opens up and goes through the cooler. It runs, running hard, you should be around 212 to get rid of any condensation in the oil, and it does. Running around, just cruising, it runs probably 180, 190, 140, somewhere in there. It's like just perfect. I also have safety switches. I don't know if I can zoom in on them. Down in the corner over there, I put oil pressure safety switches. There's 3 wires going to it. Basically, if you go below 20 psi of oil pressure, it will shut the ignition off instantly, saving your motor. I run this on all of our race cars. It has saved many a motors because you never know. I've had oil lines break before. I've had stupid stuff happen, and it happens so fast you're never able to shut them down in time. Matter of fact, this one I might be able to get a better view. Right there. That's it. That's hooked right into the oil pump gallery. When that oil pressure drops, that will shut off. You'll notice this because when you first crank the boat, it will not start instantly. You will have to build a little bit of oil pressure. Usually only takes about 3, 4, 5 seconds. And then once the oil pressure comes up on 20 on the gauge, it fires right up. That's because that switch is shut off. It is normal. If you shut the engines off after they're warm, it fires right back up because the oil pressure stays in the block. It doesn't bleed down. It only happens like if you're firing it for the first time of the week or after 2 weeks. I don't know what else to give you guys. I mean, I really hope you got a good detailed picture of it. If there's anything else you need, just give me a call. We'll take a look. I'm going to put this video up on Facebook and up on YouTube. Hopefully someday it's hooked to somebody else's truck. Like I said, I hate to get rid of it, but we got other things going on in life that I need to move on. Again, there's the covers. The day I bought this boat home, I built that boat port right there just for it. It's always been under there. I've only left this boat in the water a couple of times while on vacation, and it's always been, you know, at a dock right next to us. No leaks, no issues, and that's about it. Thank you.